Yo, it's your boy Ed, back at it again with a One Piece review. I know, it's been so long. I don't know how many chapters it's been since I reviewed, but it's been really busy, it's been really hectic, but I couldn't ignore this chapter. I had to review it. Chapter 990. Like I've always said, the more Wano goes on, the more chapters come out for Wano. Oda is in his bag. He's going crazy. The chapters keep getting better, and this one was no different. And to be fair, I think this might be my favorite chapter, which happened in Wano, in the one arc. Like, that's not counting Reverie or things that happen outside of Wano. Like, in the one arc, this might be my favorite chapter because it was amazing. Let's get right into it. So, we start off the chapter with the cover story. And to be honest, I'm getting really tired of it. It's going to get to a point where I just skip it. I don't even read it because it's been going on for too long. And I need to know where it's going. I need to know the end product because I'm bored. I don't care about Pound. I don't care about anyone there except from Capone. So just let me know what Capone's doing. Is he coming to Wano? Is he doing something else? If not, I really don't care. Pound and his daughters, I could care less, to be honest. But yeah, so we get into the chapter properly, and Oda keeps reminding us that Big Mom is a threat, even though he's the one who gets in this situation, because all the previous chapters he's been doing her dirty. Because Jesus Christ, even though Frankie and Brooke are the GOAT, let's not forget that they did amazing. But still, I'm a Big Mom fan. I'm a fanboy of Big Mom. She's one of my favorite Yonkos, but Oda just doesn't like her. She's getting the Sandy treatment in the Yonkos, but he keeps reminding you that, yo, don't play with Big Mom, because her attack all the way from inside Onigashima destroyed the tree that Sasuke was tied to. And yeah, it's impressive. Big Mom, she gets a little bit of shine now and again, but we need more of that. But yeah, Sasuke is free now, and he's actually quite upset because he thought Kyoshi was his close friend, but he got betrayed. So he's gonna make him pay, whatever that means. That might mean Kyoshi versus Sasuke, but I don't know how that's gonna work because I honestly think Kaido's gonna destroy the nine scabbards. Or it's not gonna go well for them. But if Kyoshiro survives that uninjured, then I guess Sasuke vs Kyoshiro is a thing. But yeah, and the tree that got destroyed, I did some research because there was something tied to it. And it's called like a Yoshiro tree, and it's like used to like word of spirits or something like that. So who knows? I don't think God just put stuff like that because this is like one is like heavily influenced by Japanese culture, so this might mean something. So I'm looking forward to that. Or then again, he might just be using it as just influence and not do much with it. But we look forward to that. Yeah. Then we're going to the Minks. The Minks are destroying the Kaido pirates right now. Destroying them. It's really unfair. They look like they're taking control. But it's good to notice that Jack is not in his hybrid form. It's important to know that because he is just in his zone form. He's not in his hybrid form. So his plan might just be like hold them off until the Sulong dies out, then turn into a hybrid form, then destroy them, which I think might happen. And I think Kinemon was noticing that as well because he wanted to jump in. But then, Arashi and Nekomamushi jumped in to do what we've been waiting for, the rematch. Jack versus Inu and Neku, but this time teamed up. But others back at it again with Silhouette's Fetish, and like what happened with Odin. This is gonna be long, isn't it? It's gonna be like 10 chapters before we see it. I bet like chapter 1000 is like Inu and Neku, like we finally see what it is, because it's gonna drag it out. We're not gonna see the true form for a long time. We know Oda by now. This is what he does, but hopefully it's sooner rather than later because we need to see it because I'm excited. Jack versus Inu and Neku is gonna be good. To be fair, I think this should be an easy fight for Inu and Nekomamushi because, I mean, they almost won, even though it was like with the whole army when they were like in a normal form when Jack attacked Zoe. But in Sulong and how much of a power up it is, it should be a win for them. It should be like a high def win, but who knows? Jack might just be built different because I'm not gonna lie to you, the Kaido pirates, like the top three, the three commanders, I think they've been the most impressive set of commanders because we all know Katakuri just carried the Big Mom pirates. Without him and Big Mom, that whole crew is just trash. Sorry, I love Big Mom, but the crew was just too many things. They were just useless, especially Smoothie. But like we saw last chapter, Queen is competent, King is competent, and it's time to prove that Jack can hold his own as well, because he might be the weakest link, but then again, he's a tank as well, because if you remember, Zunisha couldn't kill him. So we're looking forward to that. Then, and like I said before, King and Queen just show how competent they are. They stop the infighting with the Tobiropo and the commanders. They calm everything down and know that, oh yeah, shit is going down. We need to focus on the enemy that have infiltrated, and we need to get stuff done. So King tells the Tobiropo, like, okay, if you catch Yamato, nothing's gonna happen. If you bring him in, nothing's gonna happen. We need to focus on stopping the intruders and stopping them from getting to Kaido. Then the chapter gets really interesting, and that's not just because of the best girl, our bae, the one and only, the true queen of Onigashima, the best girl so far in Wano. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm just disappointed, really. But yeah, it gets really interesting when Drake, Hawkins, and Who's Who start talking. First of all, it was Drake and Hawkins. Drake is almost like pushing Hawkins to betray the Beast Pirates, but Hawkins is a bit suspicious. It's like, really? You're just gonna let me do that? Really? So that was kind of like was hinting to what's gonna happen at the end of the chapter, but it was really interesting. Then Who's Who comes in. It's like, yo, Drake, help me. It's time to kill the person who I wanted to kill. And the wording right here is very important, because it says it's time to see. Let's go and meet Queen. Not it's time to kill Queen. Not I want to kill Queen. It's just time to meet up with Queen. And that should have been like an indication that, oh, something's going on, because he never said he was going to kill Queen. And Oda's just so great at this, because everyone, I mean, if you predicted this, you're just amazing. Like, you should be writing One Piece yourself, because I thought, yeah, he's gonna use Drake and help him kill Queen, and maybe betray Drake then, but he's gonna be like tag team to go against Queen, and maybe Queen just beats him, because Queen was with King at the time as well. But it was really interesting. It's like, oh, I'm getting excited for this. Then that's all we got. We just skip from that and go to something else. So it's just hints dropping. Drake follows Who's Who to go and meet Queen, and Drake did not know what was coming for him, because it was juicy. And I think the most talked about bit of this chapter was what Hawkins said. He said there's a 1% chance of someone surviving till tomorrow, and he didn't say who it was, but when the chapter ended, the first thought was like, oh, obviously he's talking about Drake, because of what happened to Drake. But now Drake is with Luffy, and once you're with the main character, your chance of survival just goes like to 50% automatically, because he's teaming up with Luffy now. So it's like, it made me think, who was he talking about? And there's really like a few options. Like, who did Hawkins come in contact with? Who might he be talking about? Is it a Law? Because obviously Law did him dirty. Is it a Kaido? And he's thinking about swapping to Luffy's side. It might be Luffy himself. Maybe he went from 19% down to 1%, because remember in the beginning he said there's 19% of him winning. So I'm very curious. I think that's the three options I'm thinking about right now. Or maybe he was talking about Queen. I'm not sure, but those are the three obvious options: Kaido, Law, and Luffy. But after Drake left with Who's Who, he looked at his cards again. So maybe he was like, did it change? So that's a bit like, yeah, Hawkins and his cards, it always confuses me, because I don't know how it just works. But that was really interesting. He looked at it twice. He checked it first time saying 1%, then he checked it again when Who's Who left with Drake. So yeah, let's see what happens with that. Then we go back to the dome. The people are fighting, it's all out war. Then something peculiar happens, because Kujo just leaves the battlefield. Just leaves. Just like that. Doesn't say anything. Here on his big forehead, he just left. Just dipped. So that's a bit interesting. And I think it's almost obvious, like, he might be going to help Orochi. Maybe Orochi's not dead, and his devil fruit comes back. He's coming back clutch and saving his life. You have to cut down all the heads of the Hydra to kill them all. So it's interesting. I think he's going to save Orochi. So Orochi come back soon, and I hate that character, but he's beautifully written. He's written so well. He's just a good character to hate. So looking forward to that, I think. We then go back to the numbers. Then it was time for the Straw Hats to just continue flexing. Previous chapters were other characters like Robin, Frankie, Brooke, but this time it was mainly Luffy, Zoro, and Jinbei. It might be little things, but it was really important. Zoro just cutting the club of one of the numbers just easily. Then Jinbei, I think he did it it was just exciting. He cut the other half of what Zoro cut down. He just cut it with one hand, and it was beautiful. Then Luffy he was like, yo, before when we're fighting against Oz and Triller back, you had to take all of us and we barely won. But this time he just takes me. And he goes into Gear 4 instantly. And I think Gear 4 is just becoming like Gear 2 now. It's just easy for him. Which might indicate that Gear 5 is coming. Which is interesting because the number he took down was the number 5. So maybe hint, Gear 5 is coming. I don't really mind. I was looking forward to the Awakening more than Gear 5, but I'll take Gear 5 as well. So that's interesting. Really interesting. So, but another thing is that the dynamic of the Straw Hats might be changing. I'm not sure how I like it. Because it looks like, then again, I might just be reading too much into it. But it looks like Zoro and Jinbei are the right and left hand of Luffy. And I don't like that because I need Sanji to get a shine. Zoro is amazing. I love him. He's my favorite Straw Hat. But Sanji needs to get a shine. There's too much time. Sanji's just left behind. And I know he had his Mr. Prince moment. And I was excited that chapter because when Sanji did his thing and saved Momo, beautiful. I love that. But hopefully that's not all he gets this arc. I'm begging you, Oda. Because I think it's shifting a bit to Zoro and Jinbei being the right and left hand of Luffy. I'm not sure how I'm going to like that. I love Jinbei. I really do. But in my opinion, Sanji's just a way better character and a way better left hand to Luffy than Jinbei. But yeah, we'll see how what Oda does with that. But hopefully, Sanji remains left hand and not Jinbei. Then we cut over to the hypest bit. We find out that Drake was done dirty. He was just ambushed by Queen, Hawkins, and Who's Who. And Oda, Jesus Christ, it's magnificent. Just too good. The red herring, it was just too good. It was amazing. Just the curves and the twists and turns Oda's doing with us, it's just amazing. No one expected it. Like I said, I'll say it again, if you expected this, you're just amazing. Because the person Queen wanted to kill wasn't Who's Who, and the person Who's Who wanted to kill wasn't Queen. Surprise, surprise, it was Drake. Because again, the Beast Pirates are competent, and they found out that Drake is a snitch, and they were about to do him dirty. But Drake being Drake, and just, I love Drake because so many times people think he's not that strong. People think put Hawkins over him, put Apu, put everyone above him in strength. But he showed, I think this chapter just showed how good he is, because when into his hybrid form, tanked the explosion, jumped out, and knocked out a number. That was crazy. I think this might have been glanced over. People are not thinking about it much, but he caused the explosion, tanked it, then took down a number in one shot. That's literally putting him on the same level, maybe not exact same level, but Luffy did the same thing this chapter, took down a number with one hit, and so did Drake. So Drake needs to be respected. He's not that weak. Hawkins got a shine earlier in Wano. Obviously Zoro gets a shine every time. Law gets a shine. Obviously Luffy, and Drake got his because in one shot, and obviously the number he took down was number 10. Oda does this. He likes his numbers and pairing up a thing. So he took down the number 10. Then he thinks back to, because Kobe is the biggest Luffy fanboy, just preaching the gospel of Luffy to everyone he meets. So he thinks back to what Kobe says about Luffy, about hope. He's the one. If you're looking for hope, Luffy is the one. Then, even more surprising to me, he asks Luffy to join the alliance. I need to join you. Let me join you. And obviously Luffy's like, what? Huh? Why? So yeah, the chapter was just beautiful. I love the way it ended. I love how the Beast Pirates are competent. They know they're not just useless. So it was just perfect. It was just a good chapter. It was exciting. It's getting better with each and every chapter. And the next chapter is going to be great. The chapter after that. And when we get to chapter 1000, which is crazy thinking about it, 1,000 chapters, and we're not even close to the end yet. At least I don't think we are. And so yeah, it's gonna be good. The only disappointing thing the only disappointing thing in this chapter is that there's a break next week. So unfortunately, we have to wait 2 more weeks for the next chapter, which I'm in a very long time. And like in the past few chapters, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the next chapter. I can't wait. And I'm actually disappointed. There's gonna be like a 2-week wait, but hey, we love to see it. Oda's in his bag. He's coming back for that top 1 spot. Because lately, I'm not gonna lie, is Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia has been taking that top 1 spot in Shonen Jump. But Oda is coming for that spot, and I love to see it. It's gonna be great. And yeah, my ratings for this chapter, you should know it already. It's a 10 out of 10. It was an amazing chapter. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for listening to me. More content, more videos coming your way as always. See you next time. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Deuces.